Let's break down California's notary thumbprint rules, a critical topic for your exam and daily professional practice. First, which documents absolutely require a thumbprint? Under California Government Code 8206, the rule is mandatory for a specific list of documents, primarily those related to real estate. This includes any power of attorney, grant deeds, quitclaim deeds, and deeds of trust. The law also includes a broad category for any other instrument affecting real property. For these notarizations, collecting a thumbprint in your journal is not optional. It's a legal requirement you must follow to the letter. So what is the correct procedure? The state is very specific. You must start with the signer's right thumbprint as the default. Press it firmly in the designated space in your journal entry. If the right thumb is unavailable due to injury or another issue, you may use the left thumb. If neither thumb is available, you can use any other finger. Crucially, if you use anything other than the right thumb, you must make a note in your journal identifying which finger was used. What if the signer physically cannot provide any fingerprint at all? In this rare situation, you don't just skip the step. You must document the reason in detail within the journal entry. Explain exactly why a print could not be obtained. It's also important to know that if a signer is willing, you are permitted to take a thumbprint for any notarization, even those not on the mandatory list. The law requires it for some, but prohibits it for none. Why is California so strict about this? It's all about preventing fraud, especially in real estate transactions, which are high-value targets for criminals. A thumbprint provides unique biometric identification that is nearly impossible to forge, unlike a signature. It serves as powerful forensic evidence for law enforcement in criminal investigations and has been a decisive factor in court cases. The simple act of requiring a thumbprint acts as a strong deterrent, making fraudsters think twice before attempting to pass a fraudulent document. The thumbprint is a key part of your official journal, which has its own set of strict rules. For every notarization, you must also record the date, time, type of act, document title, signer's signature, how you verified their identity, and the fee you charged. California law mandates that you maintain only one active sequential journal at a time. And remember, that journal is your personal property, not your employer's, even if they paid for it. You are responsible for keeping it secure. Finally, two critical limitations connect directly to the thumbprint rule. First, you cannot use a proof of execution by subscribing witness for any document that requires a thumbprint. The principal signer must appear before you in person. Second, as of 2026, California does not permit remote online notarization for real estate documents or any others on the mandatory thumbprint list. For these high-stakes transactions, a law requires the signer to be physically present to provide their thumbprint and be identified by you. Mastering California's thumbprint rules is essential for passing the notary exam and protecting your commission. These details are tested heavily, and getting them right in practice prevents fraud and protects the public. To build your confidence, use our free study guides and practice quizzes at Open Exam Prep. Solidify your knowledge and be prepared for any scenario.